Alright, so we're back in the dimension. I have all of my good gear on. And I did not bring my... little glider, but that's okay. I don't... With the way the structure is in this map, I don't think I want to really press my luck there anyway. But as you can see, I brought a wind turbine, and that's just so that I can now charge these guys up. That way I can bounce back and forth without really having to worry about it too much. So that's almost filled up. Alright, so we've went in that direction a little bit already. So let's go in the opposite direction. I really want to find, as I said, one of those. Oh, that would be a cool place for a base. Look at that. That's like beautiful base-worthy material. Look at that. There's even a hive, and I don't have my hive thing. That's okay. I don't actually need another wintry hive. Oh, we're up at build limit. That's why these trees look all weird. What are these? Biomes of plenty, pine wood. Ooh, there's a big old lake thingy over here. Let's just drop on down. Yep, we are lagging the server something fierce here. Once the server's done picking itself up off the floor, we can do some exploring, I think. Yeah, this must be like the super extreme hills version. Neat biome, or a neat dimension, but I don't think I want to do too much exploring here just because it's going to hit the server so hard. As you can see, we are loading in very slowly. This would be a cool place to do your base, but you'd want to do some sort of like pre-gen or something, because I'm going to kill the server, I just know it. Ow. I would really like to find one of those little biome shacks, or dimlet shacks. Yeah, so obviously this is, I think this is tendrils maybe? But this is definitely a feature. Magenta stained clay. Let's just look at that. Magenta stained clay. I can't do anything with that, can I? What good is that? Honestly. Oh, I see. It's obsidian infused magenta stained clay. Well, make a magenta typewriter out of it. Make wool and magenta clay. Yeah, it's basically useless. Unless I wanted to, like, burn it in, like, an EE machine or something. Oh, we got a nice big old, Oh, is that some of that, abyssal stone down there? That must mean, if that's the case, we probably have standard, world gen to a certain extent. Hello. This is just a neat place, but it's just gonna be hell on the server. And I still haven't found any of those shacks. Usually I can find them pretty quick. Kinda now wish I had my glider, even though it would take me to the server boundary every 26 seconds. Speaking of server boundary, or dimension boundary, I should say. Man, I'm surprised I haven't found one of those shacks. This is a pretty good place probably to mine up those shards, though. I'm not sure how common they are, but... What is this? Copper. Copper! Yeah, we're at 64, so we are at normal world height. It's a neat place, but not quite as crazy as I'd hoped it to be. I mean, it is crazy. It's just crazy big. And it's going to make finding those shacks kind of difficult, as we're all seeing. Are these rubber trees? Yeah, they are. MFR rubber trees. Do a little bit more. Ah, is that a... No. Ah, well, there's just not a lot here, unfortunately, as far as the dimlet shacks. I'm probably going to keep this roll around because I'm sure that if I dug under it... Oh, there's a dimlet shack. That's what we're looking for right there. Boom. Done. Alrighty. Door is, of course... Oh, nope, right over here. And this is made out of dimensional block. Yeah, we are making the server freak out. You are killing me. So the nice thing about this, and unfortunately this one doesn't have all of it, is that there can be up to 3 dimlets on this wall here, and they will be already identified, and I think they have a better chance of being good. But the other thing I do is I usually steal that redstone lamp, sometimes I steal the iron door, but I don't think I will this time. I can steal the dimensional blocks, but unfortunately while they are a decorative block, they are good in like standard Minecraft, but if you're using an HD texture, what do we have here? Yellorium Oreberry Bush. Well, that's something that's nice and overpowered if I ever wanted to do that. So I just want to mess... Oh, there's another one right there. Oh, and I usually also grab this guy here, because when you... Just to make sure that you don't do the same one twice, it's a good idea just to go ahead and grab the block off the top. Plus, you know, it's glowstone. Glowstone's always useful. Always find something to do with glowstone. I'm not even sure what that is. I don't even know. And that's more of that dimensional stuff. Again, really cool if you're using like just your general 16 by 16 textures. But when you've got an HD texture pack, I think I'm running a 64 pack. They just don't look that good. Man, 0 for 2 on the pre-done dimlets. What do we got here? Red plasma dimlet. I have no idea what that even is. Alright, so I already grabbed the thing. Let's see if we can find one more, and then I think I'm going to do a little bit of mining. Oh! That's not a redwood tree. That is not a redwood tree. That's either the... what's it called? There are two of them. There's the sacred rubber tree, and then there's the... I can't remember what the other one's called, but there are two of the ones that can spawn in that aren't like blacklisted, which are the really, really big one, which is the... I think that's the other sacred, the one that's... I can't remember what the tagline is, but it's like the world ship, I believe is what it's called. Oh, hello, Podzol. We're in Taiga. Don't really need Podzol for anything. World boundary. Oh, come on, I just want one more guy. One more here, guy. One more of the buildings. Hey, you can actually see them on the map to a certain extent, as long as they spawn in kind of a clear... Oh, is that... What's that? What is that? Well, that's, somebody had some house building problems here. That's interesting. Oh, are we dropping out here? Oh! Well, that's a nice chest. Thank you, Minecraft. Anything in this? Nope. Wow. I do not see any more of those dimlet guys on the map. And it's loading in slow because of the extremeness. Prairie. Yes, that's what we're going to call this. A prairie. Yes. Prairie. Not at all like a crazy plateau. I really wish I knew what this rule gen was so that I could, like, avoid it in the future, because this is really kind of out there. We're just going to let this area over here gen, and then if it's nothing, then we'll head back and we will make another dimension. This time we're going to use up some of those dimlets, because they're probably all done by now. Alright, so it's possible that I had not seen this, or maybe I did see it and I didn't internalize it. Maybe you guys were yelling at me. But I actually did miss one of those. For anyone who hasn't played too much with RF tools, and you're using Journey Map, the thing you're looking for is basically just a square with this little colored plus on the top, which can blend into certain biomes, like snow biome, or if there's like a lot of stone in your biome. As you can see, this one's kind of obscured by the fact that it generated somewhere inside this building. Case in point, this thing kind of looks the same, but that's actually just a goalie. This might be one, but I don't think so. It doesn't look right. The stone color is wrong. But I may hit that just on the way back, just to make sure, but I don't think that is one. But what is one is this right here. And I totally flew right past it, so there's our third one. So we're going to check that out. I'm going to fly by that other thing that I don't think is actually one of these structures. Let's buy another one of these partially... Oh, that's what happened. I flew pretty much right beside this and didn't look over. What is this? Vines... I think this is from... What's that mod called? Recursive Complex, I believe? But anyway, this is what we're really after over here. I'll probably save this world and go mining in it, see if I can dig up some of that stuff. I'm looking for the dimensional shards. The dimensional shards, I think I only got halfway through that explanation. The dimensional shards are also useful for upgrading all of the RF tools machines, so you can take them up to extra tiers. Amazing that none of the 3 of these have had any of their optional dimlet spawns, but we get another red lamp out of the deal, so I guess that's okay. Let's see what our dimlet is in here. Liquid water dimlet. Well, that's actually not bad. Liquid water would at least let me control some cost if I'm doing a regular dimlet by putting in liquid oceans rather than letting something crazy spawn. But yeah, that's about it. I think I'll just meet you guys back at my base unless that other one just happens to be another dimlet shack, but I don't think it is. So I will see you back at the base. Alright, so it turned out that structure that I wanted to check out, that I didn't know what it was, that was actually the dimensional transport endpoint. Yeah, I'm really good at this game, aren't I? So, next dimension we're going to play with. What should we do? Something that seems fun. We can do some biomes, do some climates, magical controller, magical dimlet, controller single dimlet, so that should give us only 1 biome. Wasteland, visceral heap. Oh, we got to do the visceral heap. Don't know what that is. Affect poison. Yeah, we don't want that. Infect invisibility. BIRDIE 5. That's a nice dimlet. So it's our digit dimlets. Feature lakes. Let's do some cool lakes since I got multiple of those. What do we got? Liquid bacterial sludge. Liquid glass. That would be cool. Liquid molten aluminum brass. Liquid molten invar. Ooh. Liquid molten lead. Nickel. Liquid water. There's that liquid water. Fluid. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Those gas dimlets. Red plasma. I don't even know what that is. Alright, let's do molten nickel, sure. That one didn't seem too expensive per tick. 300 RF per tick. Yeah, that's not too bad. Material packed ice. Material osmium ore. Let's see, can we just get a mob spider, mob bat? What else we got? Ugh. Biome wasteland. Oh, is this just... Yeah, okay. So, those are the mob ones. Let's take the mob ones all the way up. Sky blue. Sky body large moon. Sure, that sounds cool. Red sun. Yeah. There we go. Bright day. Cyan. Or cyan, however you pronounce it. Dark green sky. Sure. Sky gold. Sky normal. Sky purple. Sky purple fog. Okay. Train. Nearlands. Plateaus. Time fast. No. Weather light thunder. No. Maybe terrain island? Yeah, that... No, because then we won't have the ocean. Let's just do... Islands or island. Nearlands? Let's do Nearlands. Okay, so then we're going to put this into our dimension. Oh, we got our dimension here. As soon as we pull that, it's going to start bleeding down in RF. It's only 51 RF per tick, so... But that... We'll toss... I don't think I can toss that guy in there, can I? Nope. Alright, we'll keep him in the chest here. So it'll actually be a while before that one actually bleeds down to a point where it becomes dangerous to go into, but it will get there. But I can always put him back in the builder and it'll just charge back up. So, we need to inscribe our new dimension. So, biome visceral heap, terrain nearlands, with the sky green, blood's red sun and big moon, and then this is kind of specific. In order to get liquid molten lakes, the nickel needs to go right before the lakes. And then you see we got a warning there when we didn't have that. Basically they're dangling modifiers. That basically means that this needs something to modify, which is the lakes. We're going to call this we'll call this nickel, N-I-C-K-E-L? Yeah, nickel, we'll call this Nickel Lake. And store. There we go. So then, how much is this going to cost us? 315 RF per tick. Not bad. I can easily handle that. I have not upgraded my power yet. See, this one's taking a lot longer to build because it is a much more... I guess a much more interesting dimlet, and it's got or interesting dimension, and it's got actual dimlets in it. So it, what's the word? So it takes a little bit longer to generate. It's also going to cost more. When you do just random dimlets, actually you're only paying 10% of the cost of anything that's used in it, which decreases how long it takes to create, and it decreases how much it takes to run. So that's ready to go. We just got a dial to it, which called it Nickel Lake. Which that's not how we dial into things, Taco. So we need Taco out to Crystal Lake, Nickel Lake. Interesting that that one actually took the Nickel Lake name, but the other one, well, now it's called Crazy Forest, but it didn't take the random test name. That's really weird. Yeah, as you can see, there are lots of dimensions. I need to go through with Toasty and clean some of those out. Luckily, none of them are really loaded right now. It's just space on the server. So dial, we're going to double check it. Works fine, so we're just going to jump right into Nickel Lake. And hope it doesn't kill us with some sort of random poison effect or something. Don't kill me, 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 don't wither me. No withering. Alright, well that took us a while to load in, and it actually made the server freeze up for a second, so there's something crazy in this dimension. Luckily it isn't killing us, so we're doing good here already. We're just going to go ahead and pick that block. I think there's actually a way to check what's in a dimension before you go into it as far as whether or not it's going to kill you, but I'm not that up on trying to figure out what are in dimensions. I'm sure there's a block or something I can build that'll let me look at them. Probably like the dimensional editor, something like that. Just going to drop that guy down. I did not bring myself a... Ooh, look at that. I did not bring myself something to power it, but I'll do that on the next fly through. My backpack's already all charged up, so we'll just poke around here for a little bit and see what we get. Molten nickel. That's exactly as we tried to get, so we got molten nickel lakes like that. So if I need nickel, I can always come here. I'm not sure that I actually need nickel, but that's kind of fun. So that's what caused our server to crash, I think. Or not crash, but just freeze up temporarily. There's also a lot of podzol around here, but I think I'm in Mega Taiga Hills. That's what's causing all that. This is an interesting thing. Obviously, some sort of weird generation went on here, because we've got a very abrupt biome change. I wonder if checkerboards or something is in here. Because checkerboards will force your biomes to conform to a checkerboard pattern no matter what they would normally gen as. It's another one of those buildings. The thing I was oohing at is that we've actually got Twilight Forest stuff in here. We've got canopy wood, and we've got fireflies. So we've got a little bit of a miniature Twilight Forest, and the fact that we don't have any mob spawning is actually kind of a good sign. And ooh, there's that green sky. Look at it. And the moon, I've noticed, is not actually going anywhere. So I think we might have a situation where time is stopped. I don't think the sun is going anywhere either. There should be a slime island up there, but it doesn't look like it actually genned in. Now this is a weird place. Oh, there's another one of those dumb trees. I wish those wouldn't spawn. We may have to change some server settings just so that they stop spawning, because those are not really all that great to have spawning in your dimensions. Mostly because they do cause a lot of FPS lag, but they also cause a lot of TPS lag while they're generating. So the fact that I had two of them generate within view of each other, that could also have been what caused the server to stop responding for a bit. Alright. Well, this is going to be... looks like this is a peaceful dimension. So I'm not seeing any monster spawns, and it's certainly dark enough that it could be spawning. I don't think the sun is going anywhere. Let's just take a quick peek here. It doesn't appear to, but if it is, it might be moving just very slowly. I cannot tell. I don't think that's moving. So it's like a perpetual dawn, or perpetual, what is that, east? South? Well, I don't even know what to make of that. That could be perpetual dawn or perpetual dusk. And all of this seems to be Mega Taiga Hills. So I'm not sure what that one biome dimlet did for us, unless it's just the same. Might share the same ID inside the system. Let's see what's in this. It'd be nice to find some more of those dimlet places. I got some brain... Oh, book. Oh, nope, that's a written book already. Never mind. That's definitely a recurrent complex, though. Got some beehives. That's always... What is that? What is that? Oh, is that just vines on block? Roots. Oh. I did not know those trees did that. I'm actually not very up on Twilight Forest, honestly. Alright, so I'm going to need to get better equipment before I go too much further in here. But I want to head over this way because it looks like there's some sort of generated structure or something over. It could also be lava. Well, look at that. We got mushroom trees. And we got a dimlet hutch over there. Dimlet hutch. I want to figure out what this orange thing is. It's on my map, though. Oh, hello. Well, we've definitely got some sort of Twilight Forest biome going on here. We're in Mushroom Forest, and that's a Twilight Forest spawn, or a structure spawn right there, so there's obviously some hook into Twilight Forest. Well, I won't need mushrooms ever again, that's for sure. Oh, I see what that red is. That's a mushroom tree way up there. That's actually kind of neat. I might keep this dimension just for mushrooms, because I do need them for some purposes. I don't know if I need that much, though. So the only thing that seems to be spawning here are our good friends, the blue slimes. And I don't know if that's because the world has a blue slime spawner, or just because the slime islands should be there and should be causing the spawns, but aren't. Alright, let's... Again, without the... I wonder if they're actually there and invisible. Maybe not. So I rarely see them without the... without those, but maybe they're more rare than I thought they were. Alright, bunch of unknowns and a sky dark purple color. Ooh. So, one of the other reasons I'm doing this is I want to experiment a little bit with the dimlets and kind of come up with a cool sky. That's something that Toasty did, and I think was a really good idea, is that when he created his void world, he actually created one that was interesting by altering the sky and altering the sun and giving it full day and all that kind of stuff. So I think I'm going to do that with my birdie. Birdie? Okay. Didn't see it. Alright, so let's figure out... Oh, I'm underneath a tree. Figure out where my home base is. I don't think we're going to poke around too much more in this dimension. It's back to the right. In this dimension too much more, just because I would really like to play around a little bit more, maybe get a dimension that's a little crazier than this, but this is a pretty neat dimlet. Or dimension. I now understand why it crashed on load up, though, because if this is based on Twilight Forest is kind of hard on servers, especially when you gen it in the first time. It almost always causes the server to crash. Or at least, not crash, but stop responding. Is that a beehive? What is that? It is. Wintry Hive. Mega Taiga Hills, thank you very much. Well, it's surprising that I didn't see more of the Nickel Lakes. It's kind of a shame that it's only just the one. Alright, well, we're just going to jump out of this and get into our next dimension. If it lets us back. So we've had two pretty cool dimensions here. I'm just going to go through the motions of getting yet another matter transmitter and get set up for the next dimension.